you know, saying you be from the tribe of Benjamin, right? From the West Indies. Okay, do you know your purpose in this life? No, right? A lot of times we live, we like, our life is, look, listen, let's just go get money, let's go get some, you know, some behind, let's have fun, and then, you know, day to day. Give me Ecclesiastes, the purpose.
Ecclesiastes, the 12th, verse 13.
Because a lot of times you hear in the movement, what's the purpose of life? Why am I alive? If there's God, what's the purpose? What am I doing?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Back up. Is there another one?
That's it.
Okay.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Now, this is King Solomon right here, right? When you read Ecclesiastes, he done anything you got. He had all the women, he had 1,000 women, all the money, he was rich, famous, he had everything. And then he got older, he said, yo, listen, after all this, it's pointless. All this is gonna go, right? At the end of the day, all that's gonna go. So he said, at the end of the day, this is the purpose that God made.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the purpose why we created.
That's it.
You know?
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
That's the whole point. At the end of the day, you see these things right here. The main reason we teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, because we under punishment. Because we not doing our purpose. So he said, listen, everything you do, I'm going to judge you. Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5. Because I want to speed you up. I want to tell you what's the purpose. Why we out here with a speaker talking, right? A lot of people thinking, yo, what are these dudes about? I'm going to show you what we about.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son.
So it's just like a father chastise his son, right? He correct him when he's off, right?
So as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
The same way he's whooping our behind right now. Because we know we ain't living right. We know what we doing. A lot of times we may not know exactly, but when we do things out there, we know we off. So it's the same thing, and guess what? The Lord is whooping our behind. This is why we at the way we at. That's why we live in the hood, party and all that, no matter what. That's why there's crime within us. That's why we call ourselves different names. All this right here, give me Deuteronomy 28. You know a little bit about the history, right? You know they said we got conquered by the Europeans, the Spaniards, same race, different names, right? You go to church, you give your happy song, pay your tithes, hey, everything's gonna be good, have faith. Yo, boy, no pastor. That's a big book right there. Let me ask you a question. God of our love, what's going on with us? What was God during this period? When is God when we get shut down? When is God when cops shooting us and they getting off? What's God in all this at, right? They can't answer, oh, well, God works in mysterious ways. That ain't helping. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So just like Pops, he said, if you don't listen to me, right, this is what's going to happen to you, Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, the Israelites, right, when he took us out of Egypt, because we the descendants of those people.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
All my rules, right, my commandments, if you don't do them,
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The God of this Bible, the God, the creator of everything, he said, I'm going to curse you. But I thought God is about love. Hugs and kisses. That don't sound like hugging kisses to me. That sounds like, yo, he get pissed off, right? Like a father, right? Oh, you ain't want to listen to, I'm about to curse you. Give me the next verse.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
So no matter what, where we at? Us Blacks, Hispanic, and the Caribbeans. You know, Caribbeans be bad over there. We poor, rob, you know, it's bad over there. No matter where you go, bad. You're gonna be cursed in whatever city. We in Jacksonville, we in the hood, we ain't about it, you curse there.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
Back then, right, the sugar cane, tobacco, and all that, our career field, but we be busting our ass for these stupid ass jobs, excuse my language, making little chump change, right? And next thing you know, we gotta pay all our bills and all that. We curse. Because even when we make a good salary, and no matter what, because guess what? We're not getting paid what we really deserve. Because our forefathers built this land right here.
Right.
And that money we busting up behind ain't even ours, because you know, when you look at that picture, that ain't our folks right there.
Right.
That's their folks, right? But we kill ourselves. We have that, we're having our ear. We have Washington, Benjamin, but guess what? They ain't none of your people, right? You got the slave, our forefather slave master. We like, yo, we rocking them. Hey, they still our master now. They ain't even alive. Because we're killed for that money with their face. That's a curse, but we don't think about that. We just, at the point, we don't care. I'm just trying to live to have fun. That's why I said, we need to know our purpose. Now give me 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So just like Pops, our Heavenly Father said, yo, listen, one of the curses, you're gonna serve the other nation, which he calls our enemy. The churches say we all brothers and sisters, we all humans, we all love each other. God said they are enemy. Friends, family, don't put us in slavery. That ain't friends. I ain't trying to hear that. They'll tell you, you know, we all equal. Well, they on top. Come on, don't try to play me.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Go ahead.
In hunger.
So our food, we always got to go to another nation.
And in thirst.
Our water, our food, hell, our liquor, we got to go to another nation.
And in nakedness.
Your clothes you got on, we don't control it. Even when, like, in the Caribbeans and all that, you know, all that things, we may have factories, but guess what? We always got to import it. And they control it. We got to pay taxes. We always got to deal with them. We can't even depend on ourselves. That's a curse.
And in what of all things?
What's going on, family?
I just started getting a little prayer, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Hey, check this out. You know who you are according to the Bible? You know who you are according to the Bible?
Who I am?
Yes, sir.
No.
Because your family right here, you see your brother right here? According to the Bible, he from the West Indies. Your brother right here be what? From the tribe of Benjamin, from the nation of Israel.
That's right.
What are you? What do you consider? What do they call you over here? What they call you, so-called African-American, Panamanian, Jamaican, African-American? Hey, yo, well, check this out. Hey, yo, my man. Okay, all right, bet. Hey, listen, check out the fly, all right, Brad? All right, my brother. Check this out. You said you're looking for a prayer. Let me ask you a question before I continue. Why do you ask?
Why I'm asking?
Yeah, why you asking for a prayer?
I mean, like, why I'm asking because I just feel like I need prayer, you know what I'm saying? My life ain't been going how it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I need structure, you know what I'm saying? I need, like, and it's like, I'm going through some stuff, so it's like a lot of understanding of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm trying to pray to God to get my people,
Okay.
and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Ecclesiastes 7:7. You know what's ill about that, what you're saying? Because a lot of our people are all going through struggle. We all going through struggle. And it takes a man, it takes courage to be like, yo, bro, I'm going through. A lot of us try to say, yo, you know what? It is what it is. But that you coming up, man, that takes a real man right there. But check this out, I'm gonna show you what you're going through is actually biblical. And we're gonna give you answers to what? To fix that.
I ain't trying to cut y'all, I got kids, I got my kids in the car, and I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on a mission.
Okay, well, check this out. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna hit you up real quick. And hey, give my brother a flyer.
I got one.
You got one? All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Like I said, I asked you what they call you, right? So what we're teaching is that you, my brother, you're from the tribe of Judah. You're an Israelite. You're God-chosen people. Hey, just to let you know, when Christ came, he only came for you and your people. You know that? So look, everything you're going through, just to let you know how special you are.
But it shall come to pass.
I know my brother's going, okay, 76 and Deuteronomy 28:15. Because I know before he goes. And I told him that he's the greatest thing ever created.
That's right.
And I'm going to read it to you through the Bible. So all that struggle that you're going through, listen, we all going through it. But guess what? If you keep God's commandment, you're going to be ruling. All that pain that you got in you, that thing's going to go.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 6.
Look what God is calling you, bro, and your kids.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You blacks and Hispanics, you are holy. You're separate to the Lord.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
What's your name, my brother? Juan. God chose you out of all these other nations.
That's right. To be a special people.
To be special. Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Look how ill is that, my brother? God chose you and your people to be better than all nations. That's right. No, all these Europeans, Chinese, Arabs, they ain't nothing compared to you.
Right.
The only reason we're in the condition we're in because we're not listening to our pops.
That's right.
So he's mad at us. You want to get out of that pain, we got to keep God's commandments.
That's right.
So give me that before the brothers go. Deuteronomy, because I want to give him the reason before he leaves. I want to hear that so he can know.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
You read it.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these things that you're going through is actually curses you keep reading now. Next verse, quickly.
Curse shalt thou be in the city,
Read.
and curse shalt thou be in the field.
This is why right now you busting your behind and you struggling. Because you're cursed no matter where you go. You, your kids, your family, us, we curse. Because we ain't listen to pops. That's what you're going through. So you want pops to help you, you got to start keeping the commandments. You understand that, my brother?
Right.
Give me verse 1. And then 1 Corinthians 3:16 before he goes. Verse 1, let's go.
Verse 1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Go.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
Go ahead.
which I command thee this day,
So if we actually listen to what God says in this Bible,
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
listen, you're going to be on top. Guess what? You're going to be ruling. Ruling. You ain't got to be working no more. That's what your job is at right now? I see. Nah. You work though, right? That's what you do. You hustle. Right? You got to bust your behind though, right? But guess what? You ain't have to do that. You ain't shouldn't be doing that. Because we're all trying to find a way to make a living for our family. But he said the Lord will bless you. At Corinthians 3:16.
1 Corinthians 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
One, your body, you're the temple of God. You're the temple of God.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
That's what the Lord's trying to come to you. And it ain't a coincidence that you stop here. The Lord's trying to deal with you. He's calling you.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
But guess what, my brother? I see what you're doing right there, right? Smoking. It calms you down. It makes you feel better, right? Make it through the day, right? Is that true? But guess what? While you're doing that, you're destroying the temple that God gave you. God can't deal with you. Was it John 9:31? Sinners.
Hello.
You heard? That right there, my brother, even though it may feel good carnally,
It don't make me feel good. It relax my mind because this shit relax my mind. It's definitely shit.
no, and I understand that. I understand that's why people go through these things. Why, like you said, to make it
Hey,
through
how
these
long
days.
y'all gonna be right here?
We're gonna be here for maybe 20 minutes.
Oh shit. Alright.
What I got?
John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
I'm bringing this out because you want prayer, right? So for God, your Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father, to pay attention to His Son, you got to start obeying Him. You understand that? So when you break His commandments, that is sin. So when you don't listen to me, Pastor's saying, I'm not trying to hear it. Just like you got your kids, right?
Yeah.
If they don't obey you, you think you're gonna get like, bet, all right, I'm gonna give you new sneakers since you ain't listening to me.
We used to scream black power while Oram was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.